What's going on, everyone? We're back with the Most Feared Part 2 scouting report. Not gonna lie, Most Feared Part 2 seems to be a bit lackluster, but without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So starting off, we got the cards that I like to refer to as pack fodder or your theme team def. These 83 overalls, you hate to see them in packs, or if you're trying to get your theme team to 25 out of 50 or 50 out of 50, you buy these cards and you throw them in your backup spot so you can get the cam. But first up, we have Tyler Conklin. Like I said, he's pack fodder and theme team def. He 83 speed, so he's not really a good tight end. Then we have 83 overall Zaven Collins, right outside linebacker for the Arizona Cardinals. He can't rush the passer. It is what it is. Then we have 83 overall Andrus Peat, left guard for the Saints. He's actually a solid. His stats look decent for 83 overall. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we have Devontae Wyatt, 83 overall right end for the Green Bay Packers. He's slow. He can't really rush the passer. Like I said, he has good strength and acceleration, but you're not going to use him. Then we have 83 overall Dan Moore Jr., left tackle for the Steelers. Yeah, he's just more def fodder. Then we have 83 overall Jonathan Jones, cornerback, man-to-man cornerback for the New England Patriots. If his speed was a bit higher, he would be a budget beast, but 86 speed at this point in the game is a little on the low side, so I'm just going to skip over him. Next, we have 83 overall running back Brian Robinson Jr. I'm shocked he got an 83 overall because Brian Robinson Jr. is actually having a good season in the NFL, so I don't know why he would get the low overall card like he's some type of bum. You think he'd at least get an 87 or a 90, but it is what it is. 82 speed, though, that's just not usable right now. Then we have 83 overall defensive tackle DJ Jones. He's slow, can't rush the passer, decent block shedding and strength, but that's about it. Now, moving on to 87 overall, some of these are actually budget beasts that you can sneak into your team if you don't have a God Squad. Or if you're rocking the theme team, you can put these guys in as def to help you reach the 25 out of 50 or 50 out of 50 chem. Also, I believe you get a couple of 87 overall B&D Most Feared fantasy packs from the Compass and whatnot. So a couple of these cards might actually be usable on your team, and I'm going to let you know what cards you should pick from those packs or whatever. First up, we have 87 overall tight end Juwan Johnson for the New Orleans Saints. Actually has decent speed. I can't lie. 87 speed for a tight end is really good. If you have him on a Saints team, you can get that speed up a little bit too. He's a solid budget tight end. I'm not gonna lie. He's a solid budget tight end if you need one. 87 speed is really good. 67 run block is a little low though, so if you like to run the ball, you might want to go somewhere else. But he's a decent budget card, especially if you're rocking the Saints team, you can get that speed up. Next, we have 87 overall strong safety Jalen Petrie. Again, solid speed. 88 speed is a solid. He's a decent budget strong safety if you need one. He can't play Mando, so that's the thing, but 84 zone, you can get that up a little bit, and 88 speed is solid, like I said. So again, another good budget card that you can pick from the 87 overall B&D pack. Next, we have quarterback Mac Jones. I don't think anyone wants this card. There's tons of other good quarterbacks you can get in this game. Then we have Kaiser White, middle linebacker for the Arizona Cardinals. 86 speed is decent for a middle linebacker, but I don't think he gets lurk artists, and without lurk artists, most middle linebackers are just not usable. Then we have 87 overall Landon Dickerson. Now, what I do is that anytime I get a B&D pack for whatever promo's going on, I always pick the lineman because linemen last the longest. Like this 87 overall Landon Dickerson will probably last you until Zero Chill. Or maybe Harvest if they give us some more like mid-level linemen that are not top of the meta, but they're still cheap and you can get them from the free fantasy pack. So if you need lineman help, you don't want to spend thousands of coins on linemen, I'd probably take Landon Dickerson from the 87 overall B&D fantasy pack you get from the Most Feared Field Pass. This is probably who I'm going to take because who really wants to be paying for linemen, right? But solid card. Then we have right outside linebacker Jalen Phillips for the Miami Dolphins. He actually has decent speed, decent finesse move at 87. Strength is a little low, but like I said, if you're rocking a Dolphins team, he might be a solid budget card for you. Or if you just wanted a theme team def, then there's that too. Alright, moving on to the 90 overalls. These are the big kahunas of the program, but like I said, it's a bit lackluster, so there's nothing crazy here. First, we have defensive tackle Jonathan Allen. He's a bit slow. Good power move, block shed, and strength. It's a solid card. Like I said, he's a bit slow. I actually don't know his weight because you want your defensive tackles to be a little... You want them to be a little thick down there. So let me go see his weight real quick. All right, so Jonathan Allen weighs 300 pounds. So you might be able to get away with him. Like I said, he'd be a solid D tackle. He's a 90 overall too. 300 pounds, he'd be solid. I didn't see if he gets inside stuff though, but a solid card. Next, we have a fullback, Adam Prentice. It's a fullback. You're probably not spending thousands of coins on a fullback. Decent, actually really good speed though. Really good speed and strength. But again, it's a fullback. If you need a fullback, I guess if you're rocking a Saints team, then you can probably pick them up. But like I said, I don't think anyone's spending thousands of coins on a fullback. Next, we have a punter, Johnny Hekker. I'm a Panthers fan, so oddly enough, I might pick up this punter. But for most of you, I don't think anyone's spending thousands of coins on a punter. You can just get any old punter, throw him on the team. If you're a Panthers fan, you might want to pick up Johnny Hekker for the Panthers cam, like I am going to do. But I'm not advising anyone else to do it because you don't want to spend thousands of coins on a kicker, as I said. Next, we have right guard Zach Martin. Like I said earlier, you don't want to go around spending thousands of coins on linemen. You just want to take the free linemen you get from the B&D packs throughout the promos. This Zach Martin card is really nice though. If you somehow are able to pack him or you can snipe him, then he's well worth it. But I'm just not going to spend thousands of coins on a lineman when they don't really play that much better, unless it's like a drastic difference in overall, and you get a whole bunch of free one from the B&D packs. Another lineman, Laramie Tunsil. Same thing I said to Zach Martin applies to Tunsil. He's a solid card. If you're able to pack him or snipe him with the market, then he's worth it. He's decent. Actually, he has low run block power and footwork. I don't know what that's about, but his pass blocking stats are pretty good along with his strength. If you're running a Texans team, then you might want to add him just to get that chem. And I just realized he's an LTD, so he's going to be even more expensive than Zach Martin because he's only in packs for a limited time. But again, we're not spending our money on linemen. Just take the free ones they give you. Next is our other LTD, Amani Hooker, strong safety for the Tennessee Titans. 89 speed is solid. That 91 zone and 87 man is actually really good. He has low hit power though, but this is actually a really solid card. Unfortunately, he's an LTD, so he's going to be a bit expensive, but if you can find a way to get him on your team, he might actually play really well for you. I just want to check real quick, how tall is he? All right, I checked in. Amani Hooker is 5'11", so he's a solid card if you can get your hands on him, but he's an LTD, so he's going to go for maybe like 600-700K, so I probably want to go after him, especially after we just got that free Isaiah Polomuai. If you watched the MCS last night, and he's a way better user than Amani, so decent card, but I'm not spending a bunch of coins on him, especially when we just got a free strong safety. That's really good. Next, we have middle linebacker Anthony Walker Jr. Solid speed, 89 speed, 90 excel. 74 zones a bit low, 87 block shed is decent, but the only thing that matters with middle linebackers is lurk artists. If middle linebackers don't get the lurk artist ability, they are not usable. Yeah, so I believe this Anthony Walker card does get lurk artists, which is a really good ability for middle linebackers. So if you want to use him at middle linebacker, you can. Again, his zone is still low, so you're probably gonna have to use him. He's not gonna be playing much zone on his own, but lurk artist is the only thing that makes middle linebackers viable in this game. So we also just got another middle linebacker for team of the week that's probably a bit better than this card, so it's up to you. If you're a Browns team, you want to pick him up, go ahead, put lurk artist on him. He's actually usable. Next, we have Geno Smith. Solid card, decent throwing stats. There's just so many quarterbacks in the game. Like if you're a Seahawks team or a Jets team or Giants or whatever team Geno's played on, then yeah, and you need a quarterback, then yeah, go and pick him up. But yeah, there's just tons of quarterbacks in the game that you can use over Geno. Now, this is a card that everyone's going to be wanting to pick up. 90 overall Jamar Chase. 91 speed. 91 speed is the highest speed in the game right now. There's no player in the game that has above 91 speed. So, this card might be a must pick up just based on the speed alone, because the corners are not on par with the receivers in this game right now. And so having someone like Jamar Chase, you're just going to be cooking your opponents all day. Like if they're a man, you're going to cook them all day, man. So this Jamar Chase card is a must pick up. At least I think so. But I will say there are a ton of good receivers in the game. Like we got that free Randy Moss. I think you can get up to an 89 right now. Unstoppable DK Metcalf is a really good receiver. He's only going for like 350K last time I checked. Team of the week DJ Moore. I'm a Panthers fan, so I'm always going to put on my guys. He's actually a really decent card. There's a whole bunch of good receivers in the game right now. So even though Jamar Chase is by far the best card in this drop, I wouldn't blow the bank on him, because there's just a lot of good receivers. But if you can get your hands on this Jamar Chase, he's probably going to be a pretty damn good card. I'm not gonna lie. And that's gonna do it for part 2 of the most feared drop. Now, when it comes to getting these cards, the sets are just not profitable right now, because the sets you need 5 87 overall players. I think it's 87 to 88 overall players to the set, and 87s are going for about 90 to 100K. So it costs about 450 to 500K to do these sets. However, in the treat store, you can get a 90 overall most feared card of your choice for 28,000 treats. And there's a Monster Mayhem head-to-head special for most feared that's going on right now. And if you win a Super Bowl in the Monster Mayhem head-to-head event, you get 15,000 treats. So if you win 2 Super Bowls in that event, and there's no like limit on how many times you can play, you can just keep doing this over and over again. If you win 2 Super Bowls, you get 30,000 treats, and you can actually get a free 90 overall most feared card. So Jamar Chase might be the only card you can get away with doing the set, but it's not going to be for long, right? If you're going to try to do the set to make some profit, as soon as the promo drops, you're going to want to do the set. You're going to want to have the 87 overall cards loaded up, and as soon as the promo drops, you do his set and you sell him immediately, because like I said, since you can get these cards in the treat store, their prices are dropping a lot. Like right now, most feared cards are going for like 300 to 400k. So doing a set, you're gonna lose about 100, 150k. So it's just not worth it right now. Like I said, you might be able to get away with Jamar Chase because he's going to be the most wanted card of this drop, but you're gonna have to sell him immediately. Me personally, I just wouldn't do it. I would just play the Monster Mayhem head-to-head event, get your treats from winning the Super Bowls, and just pick your free 90 overall most feared card. Also, I believe you get a free 90 overall most feared card from the Field Pass as well, but I believe you won't be able to get that until the end of Part 3. Yeah, so it's the last one in the Field Pass, and I doubt EA is going to let us get that until Part 3 or Part 4 at the latest, as this is a 4-part promo. But yeah, like I said, don't do the sets. They're just not worth it unless you're going to do the Jamar Chase set immediately and sell him. But other than that, don't do the sets. You're just going to lose your coins. Just play the head-to-head event, get your treats, and then get the cards for free. Or just buy them off the auction block, because like I said, these cards are cheap. They're only going for like 300k. The most expensive one was Jared Allen, like 380. But when this drops, I expect their price to go down even more. So you might be able to snipe some most feared cards for under 300k. But that's going to do it for the most feared Part 2 scouting report. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate your guys' support. It would mean a lot to me. But hey, it is what it is. I ain't going to force you. But that's going to do it for the scouting report of most feared Part 2. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. It's been your boy Kilo. Till next time.